Good morning everyone and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A slash answering your assumptions. I haven't made like a Q&A in a long time now, and I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update on where I'm at with things and answer any questions you guys might have about school and health and relationships and life and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, in this video I've got a mixture of questions and assumptions, and yeah, it should be interesting. So yeah, for future videos, if I do like Q&As and stuff, I'll always ask on Instagram for questions. So if you guys do have questions that you want to ask, you can either put some in the comments or jump on over to my Instagram, and next time there's a Q&A, you'll see it on my story and you can ask some questions then. Okay, so I reckon let's just get straight into the video and straight into the questions. The first question that I got was, how are you feeling about the end of school approaching? You guys may know that I'm in year 12 now, and we have only got, I think it's 28 days left of school, which is kind of freaky. Like, I feel like it's just gone way too fast this year, but it also has gone for a long time. But for my state, I don't know if it's for all of Australia, but we only have 3 full terms of school, and the last 2 weeks of term 3 are like exam practices and stuff, and then term 4 we only have 2 weeks, and that's just like we have our year 12 carnival and graduation and like Thanksgiving ceremony and stuff, and then it's just into exams. So it's approaching very quickly, and in all honesty, like, I'm super excited, but I'm also nervous. Like, I don't want it to end, because then I'm just out into the real world and it's just up to me to pick what I do every day. And like, I'm super excited for that, because I know next year I can put more effort into YouTube and like my fitness and my career and stuff. This year I'm stuck at school most days and I can't put the effort into things that I know I need, whereas I have to do certain subjects or certain things that I know is just not going to benefit me. But you have to do what you have to do to finish school and get your ATAR and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm very excited, very nervous, but most of all I'm just looking forward to like all of the events coming up. Fingers crossed there's no lockdown or anything, or no more COVID for the rest of this year, please. Well, my next assumption is that you're not going to continue YouTube. That is definitely false. This year it's kind of had to take like a bit of a backseat, because obviously I've had year 12 to try and manage, and also a relationship and family stuff, and there's been so much going on throughout this year that I haven't had that time to post 2 or 3 times a week or produce the most different, engaging, like fun content that I would normally do, like say last year. Like, I have tried my absolute hardest to try and fit things in and listen to you guys and do the best that I can, but unfortunately I can't always produce like the best quality things so consistently this year. But it's definitely no sign that I want to quit. Like, next year I want to pick it up more and keep going and continue like helping you guys and achieving my goals, because it is a passion that I have. Like, it is my escape from all the stuff that goes on outside in my life, and yeah, it is something that I love doing and have a huge passion for, and I just don't see myself quitting anytime soon. Next question is, how long does it take you to finish an assignment, and how do you do your assignments? Like, do you plan? I mean, to be honest, it depends on the assignment. Some assignments I'm like, oh yes, interesting, and I'll finish it like within a couple of days. Other assignments I let drag out, but recently I've been getting good at it, because we're getting towards the end of the term and we're getting our last few assignments, and I said I don't want to let this drag out. I'm not going to be doing work in my holidays, thank you very much. So I just get it done as quick as I can, get the drafts in as early as possible, and then hopefully when I get the drafts back, touch it up as soon as I can and just get it out of the way, because I hate letting things drag on. But I don't really have a plan. I just mainly find a quiet space and just put my head down and focus on getting things done. Has COVID interrupted any year 12 plans? I mean, luckily not really. When we had our lockdown, and I was in quarantine as well, I had to do 14 days, but kind of luckily SA went into lockdown, which meant that I wasn't missing out on things that I had planned. I mean, obviously lockdowns suck, and they just are not good, in the sense that I didn't miss out on anything. That was kind of good, because I have my school musical, which I'm actually doing this week, Wednesday to Friday. we've got our major performances, and that I was initially going to miss out on that one, and I would have been devastated because that means I've given up my Tuesday nights for this whole year, learned all of this stuff for just no reason. But yeah, luckily it's pushed back, so I've got it this week and I'm very excited. But no, besides that, it hasn't really ruined any plans besides maybe like limiting numbers to things. Like for formal, we could only invite like 2 people. To our graduation, we can only invite 3. But yeah, besides that, it hasn't been too bad, luckily. Alright, next assumption is that you aren't going to uni, and that is correct. I just don't see a point of me going to uni to get this massive HECS debt when I could do a course which I would achieve the same thing, probably more specific to what I need, and I will just get the same outcome. So next year, instead of going to uni, I'm going to be doing a 1-year diploma course in social media marketing, because I think that would just be beneficial for obviously what I do. Like, I would love to have some more skills and stuff. I might do a small business course. I'm going to do one on travel agency because my plans for the future would have my own sort of travel company in some way, so I'd love to get the skills to know more about that industry. And then maybe I'll do something with nutrition as well. But the thing is, I didn't go to uni to study nutrition because I don't want to be a clinical nutritionist just sitting in an office like just telling people what to eat all day. I would only really want that skills for fitness retreats to offer advice, and also for recipe books, and I can do nutrition courses online for less money, and that it'll give me what I need, and I won't need to become like a 4-year studying course dietitian for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, what to do when you're feeling down? I mean, what I like to do is to talk to someone, so I'd either talk to Luca or my sister, depending on who's around, and sometimes I'll write things down, or I'll just go on Instagram or Pinterest and just look at like quotes and stuff, or I'll watch good TV shows or YouTube videos like The 100. I mean, I haven't really been heaps down lately. I find watching things that are entertaining helps get your mind off of things. One of my favourite channels to watch when I'm upset or just really bored is David Dobrik, because they're 4 minutes long, they're short, and they're also very entertaining. Okay, my next assumption is that I find it hard to have good friends. Well, it is hard to find like a really good best friend, and to be honest, this year I have felt a little bit lost in that sense. Like in previous years, I've almost always had a best friend or a couple really close friends. This year I've just felt a little bit drifty and just not too sure where I fit in. I have got a really good like group of friends, but like I just don't feel like I have that best friend that I used to have. I mean, it's a bit hard when you are in one school with not many people in your year level, and there's only like a limited amount of people you can find as your best friend. Like I can't go and mingle with people from other schools. Like I suppose that's why it's good that I'm trying new activities like dance and soccer, because I get to meet new people my age there. But I do find it hard to like find a good friend who I can actually trust and is gonna be like loyal and not say one thing to my face and something to someone else. But yeah, I mean, this year I also have just got like a really wider mix of friends, people who I never really thought I would get along with. Like there have been people I've gone to school with my whole life and have just never spoken to, but this year I've gotten a lot closer with them. And yeah, it's really weird how that happens, but sometimes Year 12 does weird things to people and friendships and stuff. Right, have you ever met a subscriber? Surprisingly, yes, I have. A few times. I've met a few in like the local area, just like literally when I was shopping. And I also met one girl in the Gold Coast when I went for a holiday there. She was also on holiday at the same time, and we managed to catch up when Luca and I were like riding on our scooters around the beach. She was at a restaurant, so she came out and said hi, and it was so nice. And yeah, it was just awesome meeting her, and it's just awesome in general, just meeting anyone who like watches my stuff and somewhat finds it helpful or interesting enough that they want to come say hi to me. Like it's pretty crazy, and just it's just so like cool. Yeah, I get like so nervous because it's just like, why do they want to say hi to me? Like I'm nothing special, I'm just like a normal person. Yeah, it's really nice, and thank you to everyone who has come and said hi. Like it definitely just puts like the biggest smile on my face, and yeah, it's really like rewarding and nice to meet you guys. Alright, another question is why and how did you start your fitness journey, and how did you ask / tell your parents? So I mean, I started because I just was not feeling comfortable with how I looked and felt, and it kind of started in a more negative approach to things. Like I just wanted to look like other people, and I just wanted to fit a certain body image type, which was not very good. And I didn't tell my parents at first, but they kind of just picked up on things. Like I started, you know, eating healthier. I asked for vegetables with my food, and I wanted to do more sports and stuff. Yeah, like I think it definitely is important to have a chat with your parents, because otherwise it can become bad if you're just keeping things from them or being really secretive. Like they may want to join you, or they may want to help you along your fitness journey, and yeah, it just makes things so much easier if you guys are all on the same page, because then there's no like secrets or you need to worry about like hiding things from them. Like just be open and honest. Don't be scared. At the end of the day, they're your parents and they just want what's best for you. My last assumption is that you don't do very well in school. I mean, I would say that's not true, because I pick subjects that I really enjoy and find engaging, so I have the motivation to do well in them. I suppose my worst subject was religion, and I got a B+ for that, because some of the assignments I just didn't really get, and it's also, they just marked extremely harsh, and they were all essays, and to be honest, I just kind of slacked off with it a bit. But besides that, I'm doing like geography, nutrition and maths, and to be honest, they're not that hard. Like I find them all pretty easy and like easy to understand, and lots of them are just like common sense, or especially like nutrition and geography. I don't do bad at school at all. I'm not gonna brag and say that I do so amazing, but yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at and I'm feeling confident with my grades. Of course, like I have had a test or something that hasn't been as good as I would have hoped it to be, but at the end of the day, it's just one test. It isn't gonna ruin your life. So I reckon that's all the questions I've got time for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more things that you want to know, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. But if you guys enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you all in my next video.